all, it's Brandy, and today is day 3 of the 31 Days of Tarot from Enthony. I think you can find the list at enthony.com/blog. I think it's really simple, something like that, but today is day 3, and today is your top 5, I think it's the top 5 oracles you got in 2019 that you like, or that you've used, or yeah. I'm just gonna cheat and go with it's something like that, and don't hold me to whatever it is. I apologize for the light in here. It's super gray and glary and rainy outside, and I do have lights on in the space, but in order to hold the cards up for you to see, I kind of had to adjust how I was sitting, and there's just no good way to not make this like super glary-tastic, but it's not really about what I look like, and hopefully it's not a problem for you. So let's jump in. These are going to be in no particular order. These are all oracle decks I got in 2019. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure. And one of them I've only just started using, and I love it. And the other ones I've used all year rather regularly. They are very, very different. So here you go. Okay, so the first one, I recently got this, is Whispers of Love. It's very pretty. It's by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork is by Josephine Wall. And I'm not gonna show like the guidebooks and all of that because it's an oracle deck. They come with that. You know, whatever. As I put the guidebook to the side. I mean, it's a guidebook. I do use the guidebooks for all of my oracle decks until I pretty much have them memorized, which some I do, some I don't. And some I never will. I have an example of that. So here's some pictures of the art, and I can't remember if mirroring is on my phone or not. Since I'm not using my camera, I'm using my phone, my hair is all up in my space. So this is True Love, and you can see I love how she's got a unicorn, and he's got like a big moose, very majestic, and like the guitar, this screams like man brain, and this screams female energy brain over here to me. So to me, this isn't gender-based, it's energy-based. So that's just how I roll. And this is so pretty with the wand and the... Anyway, I get all ridiculous. This is Honesty is Essential, and I love that this could be a sun or a moon mask, but offering like the honesty. I don't know, just the art is crazy gorgeous. I'm not sure if the colors are showing up. Let me see if I do that. This is Ask for Help. Again, she's not pleading, but she's asking, and he seems very gentle to me. Has sort of a mermaid, Ariel, Disney feel if you want it to. I don't want it to, but I can see it. This one, How Can You Not Love Unicorn Pegasus? Anything, done. Any deck, Unicorn Pegasus, done. That's Embrace Your Emotions. Just fantastic. In this, I think the emotions are the animal, which, I don't know, that's awesome. Forgiveness. Like the stairway going up. And the rainbow. Love Who You Are. This is absolutely, I love this one. I'm trying to see if you can really see the deck with the colors inside of who she is, and this being more muted, and then the ship above her head is steering this whole boat that is herself, this whole like situation she's got going on, and all these people back here. I just love this. The rainbow, yeah, I think if you're gonna talk about love, having the rainbows, having the, you know, these could be anybody. This could be forgiving yourself. This could be forgiving an ancestor. I mean, forgiving spirit for the things that you don't like that spirit assists you with, you know, forgiving God for whatever you need to, or an actual person, especially if you have some sort of ethereal relationship with that person. The other thing I like about this deck is it could be cut very easily, which I think is nice. I like borders, but I know a lot of people don't, so it's very easy to cut. Cardstock's pretty straightforward. Shuffles beautifully, reads really well for me, so that's one. The next one is Alice in Wonderland, because I have an Alice thing. You'll also notice I've kind of a Lucy Cavendish thing. I love Lucy Cavendish, and I love this art style. I don't know if I know what this art style is called. Freaking adorable and slightly creepy is what I call it. I don't know. I have a Raven thing as well, so the fact that it's right there on the cover just makes me super happy. So here's a couple of the cards. I just pulled some off the top of the deck. This is Shine Bright Like a Candle, and I love that it's a rendition of A Starry Night, and she's an artist. This one is Believe, and I love that, you know, believe that you are the queen or king. Believe in things that are impossible. Believe you're heading forward from this crazy path. It's taking you somewhere fantastic. There's so many ways this can go. And yeah, I do read the guidebook, and it does give you a lot of info and assistance. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Lead the way. So she's surrounded by all the chaos. If you remember this part of the book, it's very chaotic, and yet the chaos is in a pattern. And I just love the way they did this. And the Alice changes throughout the deck. Nature communication. Who doesn't love purple? Purple Alice is the best. We're all mad here. And here's a creepy Cheshire cat for you. Can you see that guy? No one wants that cat. Oh my god. And it does have keywords on the bottom. This one's one of my favorites. I haven't had it actually come up in a reading, but do not drink poison. Can you see that? How funny is that? If that was your oracle, okay, I will not eat anything today because... And this one, I love that the queen is done in a different style than Alice in this, the way it's done. Nonsense. The Queen of Hearts right there. It's just fantastic. So this oracle is fun. I like the art style. The cardstock is, you know, very shuffleable. It's one of those glossy, stick together kind that I actually really love. It reads really well for me. I love all things Alice, so there you go. All right, this one's a darker deck. Just absolutely love this deck. Couldn't tell you why. It was one of those saw it and needed to get it situations. It's called the Dark Goddess Oracle deck. It's very mass market. Barbara Michael John Free, Flavia Kate Peters, and it was designed by Kate Osborne. So there you go. Again, deck is kind of straightforward, and I pulled some of the cards. So this deck actually has some interesting diversity. So for example, and I'm gonna butcher the names, let's just be clear. This is Urzuli, and she is for prosperity, and she's actually hoodoo. She's actually New Orleans based, and hoodoo, which I like the practice of hoodoo. And so the book that comes along does have a little bit of her story in it. It does have some reversals, which is awesome, and then it has like what the divination is. It's very it's like Lucy Cavendish, how she does that in her stuff. But so what I like about this deck is because A, I can't pronounce the names, but B, a lot of them I had not ever heard of. For example, this one. And I've been to New Orleans a bit, and so Googling this was really interesting, and it's a really cool story. And Aditi And again, it's got the keyword at the bottom, but there's a whole other bit of story that go with each of these. And then look at Isis. Isis, but done in like a, I don't want to say more accurate, but kind of more accurate kind of way. And dude, she is fierce. All of these goddesses, Ereshkigal, I believe African, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to take the glare away because the glare is getting worse as the day moves on. Here we go. My face is gonna be glary, but whatever. African. And dude, that is an African goddess. Like, even just her legs alone. That's what Wonder Woman wishes she could be. You know what I mean? Just saying. Sorry, bad joke. Wonder Woman's my favorite, so I can make that joke. Lilith, and I love this depiction of Lilith. Why can't I make this work? Whatever. I'll just do like this. There you go. You can kind of see it. Because she's so, like, not got a face. But she does. And, like, she's not super skinny. Like, I mean, I'm super skinny, but I love things that show women how they are. You know? The first woman should not be a skinny mini. Fortuna is based, this is a Celtic goddess, and that screams Celt to me. So that's some of the goddesses. Next up, sorry, I forgot where I was. This is another one that I love, and you don't have to know anything about it to appreciate it. It's the Buddha Wisdom, Shakti Power. This deck is by Laura Santh. I love this. Introduction and greeting to permanent impermanence. So I needed an oracle deck to help me with that. So the thing about this deck is the drawings are amazing. Here's a red dakini. So much to pull from, but Buddhist art is kind of like that. And then it has the full title, and then it has the like sentence quote, if you can see that. I don't know. It says, "Love is the most powerful force of all." And then in the book, it gives a whole little thing about them. But what I like doing is Googling and finding out more about whatever I pull up and the belief system behind it and where it falls within Buddhist beliefs and practices. And these can delve very deep. This is focus on beauty, manifest harmony, and this mandala has and it includes all of like these colors and why and how. So much info just from the book alone. And then Googling it, this is cosmic map to your true, playful, laughing self. When feeling disheartened, stop and watch a child at play. And I wouldn't have got that from that just on my own. But once I know it, and then I Google a little bit more about the Sri Yanta, which is what that is, when I pull it up now, it has a lot more meaning. So here's another one. Here's another dakini. This is the white Buddha family in the center. It's the family. 8-armed Kuan Yin. I really like Kuan Yin. Studying Kuan Yin is enlightening. Let's just say that. I cannot say this one, and I'm not gonna try. But look at how much there is to study. And if you're an artist and you wanted to redraw that, like in your journal, what? And also they're just visually, look at the backs. So simple and yet gorgeous. They're just visually fantastic. Standard kind of cardstock, not super flimsy, but really good for shuffling. It's been really enlightening. And I appreciate it. So there you go. It's not your standard Buddha deck. A lot of the Buddha decks for me are a little too poppy, or They just don't seem authentic. This one seems relatively authentic given what I know and have studied, which is a microcosm of the world. So last but not least is a kind of totally different thing. Oracle of the Mermaids, which is by Lucy Cavendish, and honest to God, super not into mermaids. I mean, mermaids are awesome. I love mermaids. My family's highly aquatic, and I swear that some of my sisters are mermaids, but it's not like a thing, you know? So when I bought this, I was like, why am I so pulled to buy this? And the first reading I did with it was this amazing, perfectly timed, beautiful, visually gripping card. And I was like, huh, okay. And I used it a little bit more thinking maybe that would ebb away, and it didn't. It reads, for me personally, it reads amazing. And I found myself connecting to things in it that I did not anticipate. So this has been fantastic, and it's probably the Dark Goddess and the Oracle of the Mermaids. These two have probably been, which is weird, right? This doesn't go together, but it kind of does. Like, I don't know. It's just weird the way it's played out. Those have been my two most used. So here's some of the mermaids, and they do have a number at the top too, and that goes with the book. And the book does have reversals, and it does have a divination, and it does have a little story bit. They do have a sentence or some words here at the bottom to prompt you. It is all mermaids. Freedom's one of my favorites. Like, I love biker chick mermaid. Like, if that's not a rock star, I mean, seriously, her eyeliner alone, come on. Ugh, awesome. And she's Freedom. Like, everything about this mermaid is, I don't know. There's a sword and money, and she's a rock star, and I don't know if this is a sunrise or a sunset, but it's just all like, screams freedom to me. I was like, I get that. I can see freedom with that. I can. She doesn't even, her arms aren't even encased. Like, she has no arm prisons, what we like to call sleeves. She doesn't have any of that on there. She's just like amazing. And then completely different, Farewell to the Moon. Just gorgeous. So here's the thing with this deck. I also like the Sisterhood. There's 3. How very charmed of me. I know the power of 3. But just I don't know. There's something about the light coming through on the sisters, and they're above the darkness. Okay, this I love. Soul Cage, because she's helping him up, and this is about escape and restriction, rescue. But how great is that it's like, you know, helping someone else to the light. Have you ever pushed somebody up through water? I have. It's really hard. I'm just saying. But that helps you get out of your soul cage. Amazing. So even though it's kind of somehow a little bit ridiculous, it's also kind of fantastic. Homeland, Journey Ends. One of the things I don't like about this deck, there's Honor the Masculine, is most of the men in the deck, of which there are not many, are human. This is the male mermaid, which I think is great. He's very, just kind of fantastic. He's not overbuilt. He doesn't have like any big weapons. He's just free and happy and whatever. But I kind of would have liked to see a few more male mermaids. I like when decks have more of the men represented, whether it be tarot or oracles. Just because for my belief system, there's a balance there. Like the feminine energy is amazing, and I don't find it to be oppressed. That's just me. At least for me. I definitely don't find my own feminine energy to be oppressed. And when I do readings, I think that having a balance of that is more helpful than when it is heavily female balanced. Like when the scales are definitely more female, and this oracle is definitely more female balanced. Now I will say that for this deck, the Buddha Wisdom deck, that is not the case. There are many, well, because I mean, yeah, there's just many of both. That's just the belief system has a balance. I also like it when decks don't really have, like this Whispers of Love deck has some things that are kind of like, it's just ethereal. It could be anything. There are some that are very definitely one or the other, but it could be anything. Anyway, so that's my issue with the Oracle and Mermaids deck. But other than that, those are my decks. And I hope you guys are having fun with this whole challenge, because I have been watching a ton of videos and they're all super duper fun. I watched Vivi. She was all nervous about her video. I watched that one last night. I watched the whole thing. She's so cute. I couldn't handle it. And I have all kinds of new deck info that I didn't have before, which is dangerous and yet fantastic. If you know what I mean. I am not a collector, so I do limit how much I buy, but like, yikes. When I did my tarot, I did things that I'm hoping to study going forward, so I'm going to end real quickly. Thank you for sticking with me if you have. The two that I recently acquired they're both Lucy Cavendish, of course. One is the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. This has been around since like 2008 or something, but it was just recently republished in 2017. And I love dragons. I love dragon artwork. I love fairies. My nickname in high school was Tink. No lie. And there's just something that drew me to this, and I was opening it yesterday. You really can't see because of the glare, but Tatsuya, so good. Tatsuya is amazing. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Anyway, so I'm excited about learning this deck and using it because it's really pretty. Oh, look at this, the lovers at the feast. That's how all feasts should be, with big giant flowers on fire and hair everywhere and wine. That actually sounds terrible, doesn't it? I don't know, flowers on fire. Anyway, so there's that one, which I'm sure people know about because it's been around forever. But I'm excited to use it because it speaks to part of my soul. And then I got this one, which I like Kitsune. And I have an affinity towards Asian studies. And in case you don't know, Kitsune are, I want to say Japanese, but I don't know if that's correct. I think it's Japanese. They're shapeshifters who work with Shinto deities. Maybe just one deity. It might be her. That might be the shapeshifter, it might be her. I'm not sure. I have to read the guidebook. But they are foxes. They shapeshift into foxes, I believe. And they are amazing. And this artwork is amazing. This is Be Still a While. Look at it right there. And when I opened it yesterday, so my favorite color is red and foxes. Red foxes with their little black boots on. Oh, so cute. Look at this delight. I'm not sure if she has chocolate or not, because that would be ultimate delight, but I have to read them. Immortality. Oh, this looks like the story of the one who went to the moon. That might be Chinese. I hate when I get my stories confused. Hope. A rare knowledge. She's got like knowledge of the tree and the fox. So I'm excited to use this deck, study it. The art is gorgeous. It's a Lucy Cavendish deck, so I'm already gonna enjoy it. I'm sure that people have this. A time to walk alone. Kind of wish she looked happier about walking alone, but most people don't when it's happening. They appreciate it after. Growth. Love that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the new one. I was kind of showing you the pictures so I could show myself the pictures. And this is a 2018 deck. So I'm pretty certain people will already know about it because it's Lucy Cavendish Blue Angel. Everybody knows all the things. So thank you for joining me in my very glary room. I hope you're enjoying your new 2020 adventures. Let me know if you have any Lucy Cavendish decks. And I am interested in other Buddha decks. I saw one in one of the movies, one of the videos I watched, and this art style. What is this art style? Anybody? Help a girl out. Just saying. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.